We are about to tackle Chapter 2 of Redemption Reapers in Part 2 of my Redemption Reapers gameplay and walkthrough series. Today we will focus on Luff and how best to use him, as this is the first mission where he appears. So let's jump right into Chapter 2, Fading Hope. The first move here will be to move Luff back and let the enemy advance on us. Multiple Mort will actually begin moving to us on the first turn, so a tactical retreat will keep us from getting overwhelmed. The positioning of the first two enemies after this first turn should allow you to put Luff in range of both, since his spear attack can hit up to 2 spaces away. A good tip is always to place Luff where he will be able to aid in as many follow-up attacks as possible. You can often get upwards of 3, 4, or even more attacks out of Luff this way. After Luff is in position, you can have him attack the farthest enemy and use Sarah to finish him off.
That was just a warm-up.
Then Glenn can move in and attack the second. Glenn won't be able to finish him off here, so be prepared by having everyone defend before you end their turns. On the next turn, finish off the last of the first 2 Mort, and then position your units just out of range of the next enemy. When he moves up, surround him and take him out. Now there is just one enemy left moving our way right now. Repeat the same strategy we just used and eliminate him.
That was just a warm-up.
Now we can take the opportunity to grab the first relic, and then use Glenn to draw in the next wretch enemy. But be careful of your positioning so that you don't draw in the Reaver to the south. Once the wretch is taken care of, then draw in the Reaver. Drawing in the Reaver will also cause another wretch to start moving towards you, but you should be able to stay out of its range while fighting the Reaver. The Reaver is more or less a souped up wretch that can take more hits and dish out more damage. With that in mind, starting out with a butterfly sting from Sarah here or a diagonal attack from Luff is the best way to start the attack so as to avoid counterattack damage. This is actually another great tip to use either of these two methods to start off attacks on tougher enemies, though using Luff is often the better of the two because he can be positioned in range of multiple enemies and because he can use his base attack, which has a cheaper AP cost than Sarah's butterfly sting.
Out of my way!
Getting back to the game though, once the Reaver is gone, the other wretch will now move up into range for you to easily remove him from life. After this, move over and grab the next relic the Reaver was guarding.
Only a matter of time.
Moving on now, the last 2 Reavers will both advance towards you once you step into the first one's range, so be ready. You can grab the next relic here either at the same time as you draw in the enemies, or a character with enough movement can actually grab the relic and then end their turn where it was and be out of the Reaver's range. Either way, once you've drawn them in, remember to use Luff to attack from range and set off Glenn's follow-up attack. In my case here, Glenn actually missed, so this forced me to improvise a bit, but thankfully with everyone in range this wasn't a problem, which brings up another good point. So long as several of your units are in range of an enemy, you can actually afford some misses due to the sheer volume of attacks you are bringing to bear. Getting back to the game though, make sure to have everyone defend this turn because someone is likely to get hit by that second Reaver. Now, before you finish off the last Reaver, be sure to grab the last chest and relic. Your units will have to take a couple of hits while one of them grabs these. Just be sure to use defend each time to lessen the damage and prevent you from counterattacking and killing the Reaver before you grab the loot. If all went well during the mission, you should have plenty of health and or drafts, so that waiting a turn shouldn't be a problem. You can always come back and get the loot later by doing a skirmish on this map, but it's usually best to grab it on the first go, so you have more resources sooner. After you've got the loot, send the last Reaver to meet death, and you will have beat Chapter 2. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it and leave any questions you might have in the comments and I will answer them. For more Redemption Reapers, you can watch this video here, or check the link in the description for more. As always, thank you so much for watching, have a great day, and keep on gaming.